Hi, in this video, we're going to be comparing these two floor lamps. On my left here, we have the JOOFO standing floor lamp, and on my right here, we have the Coucrek standing floor lamp. They both are very similar. To turn them on and off, they have little strings that you pull that are made of metal. So off, on, off, on. Same thing with the Coucrek. Off, on, off, on. Notice the wobble in the Coucrek when I pull it. The Coucrek is not as sturdy as the JOOFO. It's a sturdy lamp and it's not going to go anywhere. It's got a weighted base, but this one is significantly heavier. Let me just pick it up. Well, a little bit heavier. Maybe not significantly, but it is a little bit heavier and it just feels a little bit meatier than the Coucrek. Let's take a closer look at both of these lamps and talk about some of the details and differences. First of all, note that there is a difference in the tint. I do like the color of the Coucrek a little bit better. It's got like a yellowish tint on the shade, whereas the JOOFO lamp is a little bit whiter, and I prefer the yellow tint. It's just a more aesthetically pleasing color in my opinion. As far as the height, the Coucrek is a little bit taller than the JOOFO on the right. The cords themselves that plug into the walls are about the same length or so, and I do wish they were a little bit longer, but this is something that I always run into with every single lamp that I purchase. To put both of these together, it's very, very similar, although there is a key difference with the JOOFO, which I'll show you in a minute. So you start by screwing on this base, and it screws onto this metal piece, and notice the ridge here. You see these pieces connect together. You just screw them together, right? You screw them together, and then this one does not come with a light bulb. And as far as the lampshade, you basically snap it in to these rings, and there's two rings. Okay, and there's a ring down here as well. So in this case, it was pretty easy to figure out how to put it together. There's the bottom ring and there is the top ring. And you can turn it on, off, and on, off, and on. The Coucrek is exactly the same. And again, it does feel like a sturdier lamp. I feel like this is thicker than this. See how thin that is compared to this? This is a much meatier lamp, and the base itself is a lot heavier. So it's thicker and it just feels better. Same thing, you screw on the base to this. When you're screwing on the base, you want to make sure you spin this piece. Also, I feel like it took a minute for it to catch. You know how when you're trying to screw something together and like it doesn't really necessarily want to screw together? I felt like it took me a minute initially, and then I was able to do it. Then this screws onto this piece. Then it screws onto this piece, and it screws onto this piece. By the way, in the packaging, it came with these plastic protectors, which I just threw away, whereas I don't recall the packaging including the plastic protectors for this lamp here. But not a big deal. I just felt like the packaging might have been maybe a little bit better with this lamp here. Also, I do like this design a lot better. And here's where the confusion arose. So right here, the first time I put it together wrong. And I guess it's because the design of this lamp is different. You see how it's angled down like that? And whereas over here, this one is angled up. So they're just different lamps and they're different designs. And I guess because I had already put together this one, I kind of expected it to be the same. So it's a little bit different. I used the instructions and I just basically matched it up. And so I'm pretty sure this is the right way to do it. So basically you just snap it in and there's a Velcro piece here where it just Velcros on. Same thing for the Coucrek. You snap it in and there's a Velcro piece here where it just Velcros on. One key difference between these two lamps, and this was like a huge surprise, is that the JOOFO actually comes with a light bulb, which is a huge, huge plus because I'm pretty much out of light bulbs. So I was very happy with the fact that it actually came with a light bulb. So which lamp is better and which one do I prefer? Well, for me, it's an easy win. I definitely prefer the JOOFO lamp. I think it's a heavier duty lamp and it came with a light bulb. The only thing I don't like about the JOOFO lamp is the color. I really wish the lampshade on this lamp looked like the lampshade on this lamp. So it's gonna be a hard choice, which should you get? I really, really think the Coucrek looks better, like the tint looks better, but I like the design better on the JOOFO. In any case, it's good to have different style lamps. So if you need more than one lamp, maybe get both. Anyways, I like both lamps and hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Good luck.